Hello friends and welcome. This is Keck with Builderall, your information products training and support specialist. Welcome to today's live broadcast. Oh, there's Mr. Rooster. You know what that means. That's right, time to rise and grind. Grab your cup of joe or whatever makes you go. This is just water, folks, all right? And let's get some Builderall training on. Give everybody just a second to get on the stream here. Again, my name is Keck. Thank you. You guys are too kind. Not necessary, but thank you. So here's what we're going to talk about today. Yesterday we talked about the new smart templates that came with the 4.0 launch. Today we're going to talk about just templates in general, and I'm going to try to show you how to create a website and modify it, just the general modifications you're going to have to make, like colors, pictures, and so on, and how rapidly you can do it. Okay, so my plan for today is to make this kind of a short run through of how to use the templates, manipulate them to customize, and move forward. So here we go. Let's put me in the corner. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Keck with Builderall, your training and support specialist with information products. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to continue on talking about the templates. We're going to go to our Cheetah Builder and we're going to go to create new sites. And remember, we get this new stuff, little change here. Yesterday we looked at all these smart templates, so you can refer to yesterday's training, which will be in the units. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about the simple templates. So let's choose one. And I recommended yesterday that you really spend some time with this page and just get to know what's in these different categories, okay? And I'm going to talk about two categories today, the Site Express and the niche funnels. So we'll start with the Site Express. And the cool thing here is these sites are kind of almost done for you already, okay? And I'm going to build one today based on the niche of massage therapists. Oh, here it is right here. Massage therapists. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. It's going to tell us after confirming the operation, your website will be automatically published and you'll be able to access the settings. So we will do that. And it takes you right to your Cheetah page to that website, and it's going to be labeled My Cheetah Website. So I'm going to go ahead and just change that real quick by pressing Settings, changing the title to Massage Therapy, and press Save. Okay, so here we go. Let's edit the page. Okay, so we're looking at the page now, and we see this really cool background, really cool picture for the background there about the main product or service. Okay, now throughout this little pithy demonstration today, I'm not going to mess with any of the text, okay? The text is going to be on you or whatever, but the cool thing about these Express Site templates is they tell you what to write in each category, okay? Right here, an amazing title, okay? Call to action here. About the main product and service here, okay? So these are things that I'm not going to do in this little thing because this is going to be very specific to the individual massage therapist. Some of them will be generic, but not doing that today. Just going to work on the colors and the pictures and show you how that works. So first off, we go over here to our panel, and let me bring me down here so I'm not in the way. And let's go and check out, first off, the logo. Okay, we go to the logo, we click on it, and we can go to Edit Elements, okay, General Settings, Change Image, and it's going to take you to your repository of files, okay? Now, I don't have a massage therapist logo done and ready to go, so I'm just showing you this for example. You would have the logo for whoever you're building the site for ready to go, and let's just say it looks something like this, okay? Save, and it doesn't really matter, just so you can see how easy it is to drop the logo in there. If you're clicking on this panel, you see this little blue dot, you can increase the panel size there a little, and you may need to do that just to click on your logo and make it a little smaller, okay? And then click off, and then I'll drag it up here to the corner, and then I will go ahead and resize that header panel so it matches. Okay, there it is. So now we've changed the logo. We've got our logo there. Now, this type of Express site, note that when we press About, And that's going to be when we look to the configure here, see where it's configured. The about links us to the anchor name about. Okay, so this is what we call an anchor menu. And the way it works is it is a one-page site, okay? And this about corresponds with this about here. So let me just show you, let me save since I did change one thing. Okay, so I'll go here, I'll say go to web page. Okay, and when I hit the about, it just moves us down here to the about section, okay? When I hit the services, it just moves us down here to the service, area of service section. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how that menu works. The anchor menu is a little different, okay? So, and again, it's already set up for these specific areas. So, let's say we like all this, but you know what? The color scheme, this black color up here, let's say is, we don't like it, okay? So let's just click on it and go over to colors, background settings, color, we click on it and it'll tell us that's what we've got. That's our hex code, our color code for the border. And let's say we want to make it more matchy, okay? Maybe this color, just something that's going to match a little better. So here's a little trick you can do. You can get a Chrome extension, a color picker. There are several different ones. I've got this one here. It's called Color Pick Eyedropper. Okay, I've used other ones in the past that actually got kind of canceled by the Chrome store. They said, oh, this no longer complies, and I couldn't use it anymore. So anyway, they all seem to work pretty much the same to me. This one I'm kind of new to. But so download one of those color picker tools for your Chrome extension. You have to be using a Chrome browser, obviously, to make that work. So I'm going to click on that, and then I just drag it over here. And let's say I want to make this top a little darker, but not that dark. So maybe something like this, okay? And I'll click on that. And you see here, the hex code is already highlighted for me. I right click, I copy, then I'll come back over here. Okay, now important, this thing will stay with you. You got to hit this little X to get out of the color picker. Okay, so I'll come over here, I'll erase that, I'll do Control V to put the new color in, and boom, there it is. The new color is up there, and it's exactly the one I picked. And I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm not the best when it comes to colors and design and color selections. So that's kind of on you and your designers. I don't have a lot of that design in me. Bridget is fantastic at it. She, I believe, has some units or modules or trainings on just branding and picking colors and congruency. Very important. Trying to make this a down and dirty today. So just showing you how to change the colors, how to change the logo, and how easy it is to do. Okay, so if you want to move forward more, here's where obviously text is easy to manipulate. You just highlight the box and it says text, and then you want to double click, 2 clicks. So you have to double click in every text box to get this text editor. Okay, and I'm just going to exit out of that by clicking off screen because I don't want to change it. But very important, any box that's a text box, you might be in here trying to drag and, well, how come I can't highlight this? Because just remember, you got to double click, okay, double left click in the box to bring up the text editor here. Okay, clicking off to get out of there. Call to action. Now we are going to do something with this button, and we're going to change it to say book appointment now. We'll click on the edit element, and then over here, we see that we're on the element button, okay? And it's going to tell us too, because sometimes it can get confusing, but up here, see, it says button right there, okay? So we're on the button, and we want to change the headline. And right now it says call to action. We're going to change that and make it say book appointment now. Okay, perfect. And something else to realize, let me go back to this button and see if we have a hover color on here. Let's see. Oh, let me click back on the button. Okay, edit. Okay, under general colors here, where it says hover text, the hover text is going to be this color, and background hover color is almost a white here. So notice right now the background color is this color and the text color is, so it's backwards, right? So just so you know how that works, let me show you what that's doing. Let me press save here since we did just change the buttons. Okay, and I'm going to go back here and go to web page just to show you what this hover does. Okay, you see when I click, or when I just move my mouse over it, it hovers it. Now the reason this is important is because it's our job when we're building this to make it as easy and obvious as possible for our visitors to do what we want them to do. In this case, we want them to book an appointment now. So they see that and they might think, oh, I could book an appointment now. But once they go over it and they see, oh, wait a minute, there's some action going on here. My cursor has changed. So it just tells them this is a button. As opposed to anything else on the site they go over, it doesn't happen. So that's what that hover is. I'm just going to drop this site now, go back to our editor. So just wanted to let you know how important that hover is. And again, you can change the color of these buttons if you like, right here, right? Pick your color, or you can use the color picker trick I showed you and just paste it right here. But I think this looks fine, so we're going to stay with it. So we'll move down here now about the main product or service. This is going to be text you're going to have to put in here. The picture I think is fine. It's pretty congruent with massage, so we'll leave that. Now, coming down here, we have this section where they get to know a little bit more, right and advantage, right and advantage, right and advantage. So we're giving them just bullet points on things that set us apart in the industry or things about massage therapy that are benefits to them. And just let me show you how to change these pictures. Now, before I do, let me point something out to you. You'll notice in this template, we have a lot of boxes. So here's a box, okay? Here's a box, box, box. Inside this box, we have more boxes, okay? So let me show you this. If I click on this little element here and move it around a little bit, you see how the outline of that box has now been highlighted in like a sky blue. Okay, that tells me that this little box here is now contained within this box, which means if I click on the big box and move it, see it moves with it. So all the things in there are contained as indicated by this sky blue highlight. Okay, so that's good to know, because the reason you want to have things in boxes like that is because when you go to your mobile view, if they're all contained within a box, it tells the program when it converts to mobile to keep all that stuff together. Okay, so that's the importance of these boxes, and that's why you see them built like this on the template. And that's another cool thing with templates. You can just see how to build a website by seeing how they've made these templates. Okay, now what if I want to change these? I'm not real happy with these little boxes. Or these little icons. Okay, so with this template, this little icon here is actually a text box. Okay, so if we double left click, it'll bring up our text editor, and we can change the color here if we want. We can go more colors, and we can do our trick here to put in the different colors, but you do have to have it highlighted. It's kind of tricky because you've got to have this box highlighted. You see this little blue thing here? It tells me it's highlighted. Then when I go over here to change color, I can change color. Okay, and if you don't want to have to go through that for each one of them after you change to your desired color, here's a little trick. If you know about cloning elements, if you right click, again, it brings this up, and you can click the clone right here, clone element, and it makes another one. Okay, and it makes another one, and then you could just move them over to where you want. Okay, and do like that. But let's say we like the colors here that are here, so we'll just delete these ones, just showing you how it works. It's real easy to work with. And since I'm one short, I'll just take this one and clone it and drag it over here. So real easy to modify. And then let's say during my modifications here, I had them moved around a little and they don't really match up that good. Here's a little trick you can do to make elements match up in Cheetah. Okay, you want to take your Shift key, press Shift, and then go in the element and right click. Okay, and you're gonna, it's actually you Shift, double left click. And you see how it's left highlighted there? And we'll go over the other one, hold the Shift, and we click. And we'll go over the other one, still holding the Shift, click, still holding the Shift, click, And see, it gives us these options. I'm still holding the shift. Hold the button down the whole time. And you can either align vertically or horizontally. So let's align horizontally. And see that? They align for us horizontally. They're all even. Let's do this way now. And now they're aligned vertically also. See, they're all perfect now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so moving on, we move down here, and this is a pretty nice picture, I think, for massage therapy. I would probably just leave it. But just so you know, any of these pictures, okay, this background picture here, this picture, these are pretty congruent too, if you see in what's going on there. But you can click on these and edit element. Okay, and since this is a box, okay, you have to go to the background settings of the box, and that's where you'll find the picture. And you can go to change image, and you can put something exciting in there. Like, how about this picture? You can put this picture in there. Say, this is what your back will look like if you don't get massage service. Okay, your spine. But we don't really want that. So let's change it again. And let's just go to... actually, let's go to cancel, and I'm just going to dump this right now because I don't want to keep that picture. So I'll just dump that without saving it. Click back on the edit, and you see how easy it is to change the pictures. All right, so we're going to leave that picture. Special features. Again, you can manipulate these if you want. These images you can change. I showed you how to change images, and you have to take care of the text here. Area of service, you know, this may be, again, there's already these great icons for massage therapy. So depending on your market and the massage therapist you're going to market this service to, you just may want to say Swedish massage, neuromuscular massage, hot stone massage, whatever it's going to be. Okay, areas of service. This is kind of a duplicate here. And this is just kind of the pictures. If you don't like these, if you don't like any of this, and you're like, hey, I've got the areas of service and then the main services, why do I need them both? Let me show you how to fix that. You just click on this panel and hit delete. And now it's gone. So, you know, if there's a section you think is superlative or not necessary for your purpose, just get rid of it. So what's the difference here? This would be a nice place for a picture probably. At some point, I would recommend, you know, you're going to have the face of the actual massage therapist on there. And that would probably be the place right there. So again, you would just go, again, this is a box. So remember, if there's a picture in a box, you're going to find it at background settings. Okay. And here's where you could change the image and change the image to, maybe you have a nice picture of the massage therapist you can put there. Okay, not going to change it because it's perfect how it is. All right, and here's some area with just stats. We're awesome what we do, and you have statistics like this where it could be like, did you know 80% of Americans say they suffer from low back pain, and 500, you know, these are just where you're going to put your different statistics if you have any. Okay, and if you don't, watch this. Delete. Easy peasy. Don't feel like you've got to use it just because it's on there. So I'll delete. Okay, and we'll leave all this how it is. I like it. Areas of service, describe the difference. What our client says, this is great for testimonials here. And, you know, that you get your own actual real, you know, pictures and testimonials. It's just plug and play there, copy and paste. Who's going to help your customers? Now, this section, I don't think really we need in this because, again, this is going on the assumption that this is kind of a one individual massage therapist site and their picture is going to be there. So this is probably one we don't need. Although I'm going to change it to say book your appointment now, because that's really the action we want them to take, like we had all the way up at the top here. Book your appointment now. Okay, so we're going to change this button. So I'm going to click on it and hit the little pencil for edit element. And then over here, I'm going to go to the headline. And again, I'm going to put book appointment now. All right. And this will change. We're going to say convenient online booking Okay, convenient online booking available now. So we'll just change that headline. We won't mess with this, but just so you know, this is another call of action, because really what we want them to do, sorry, I'm getting scroll happy here. When they come here, we want them to book an appointment. Okay, so that's what we want them to do as they're learning more and they come through. We already planted the seed, book an appointment now. They get down here, convenient online booking available now, book appointment now. That's what we want them to do. Okay, and we will go ahead and leave this. Again, if you want to change this background picture to something else, you could totally do that. Just click Edit Elements, Background Settings, and there's your picture to change. Okay, I like what it is now, so we will leave it. And then down here, we would change up a little bit of our own business information here. Now this menu seems to be out of place a little. Looks like it needs to be moved up here. Okay. And this seems like it needs a little adjustment. This is center element here. So I'm going to center that menu element, and there it goes. Okay, so that all looks good. So now really all we need to do is I want to add a calendar. So what we're going to do with this Book Appointment Now button is we are going to link it to a calendar. So the calendar is going to be a different page, a separate page. So let's do this. Let's save this. And let's say we're going to go back to our dashboard. Okay, back to our dashboard, and we're going to create a new page. And this one's going to be calendar. Paste. Paste. Okay, save. All right, and in this calendar page is where we will have our calendar. So let's just put it in there real quick. Okay, we start by adding a panel, a blank panel. Okay, and then inside here we're going to add an element. That element is going to be booking, and we'll just bring it right in here. You will have to have a calendar set up. I have one set up, so I will just press save for this one. All right, so this I can just really get rid of. I don't need that. Okay, so here's my calendar. Okay, and this is where it will live. But before they come here, all right, let's press save. And again, we can doctor this up. That's fine. We can doctor this up with the same color schemes. We can just copy and paste some of those pictures from the header we could have up here for congruency, so it would look nice, so they'll know they are on the same page or the right page. So then when we're back on our main page here, we'll come down to that button. Actually, we'll go up because it's going to be the same for both buttons. So we're going to click on that button, and we are going to say set link. So we'll set link, and we're going to send them to the page, which is going to be, I only have 2 pages. It's going to be the calendar page right there. And yes, let's have it open in a new tab. You can do it either way you want, and select. Very good. And then we're going to go down and do the same thing to the other button. Book now. Edit element, set link. Okay, we want to set the link to a page that we already have, calendar, in a new tab. Select. So now that is good to go. I'm going to hit save. All right, and now let's go to the website. I'm just going to press republish here. So we go to our website here, and we see the live site with everything we've changed, including our 2 buttons. To book now, let's see how this one does. We click on it. There we go. We are taken to the calendar. And look there, I can schedule an appointment. Okay, I'm going to close this. And we'll go and test our top button. Okay, book now. And there's the calendar. Fantastic. Okay, coming back to the site, there's just one thing I can't abide, and this is a horrible logo here. The color's terrible. I'm just going to get rid of that. And I like this little guy right here. I'm just going to clone him, and we'll say he is our logo. Color's nice. Again, I'm going to make this panel just a little bigger so I can make this a little smaller. Click off, and I'll get him right up here in the corner. Maybe a little smaller, and good. Okay, so that looks better. Okay, so that is the whole site. I'm just going to save it one more time. Okay, and let's go to the site and check it out. So here we go. Site made in short order. We have the home. We have the about. Again, it's that anchor menu just moving us down. We have now book an appointment now. That's cool. All right. And again, we tested the button below. Everything looks nice. Okay, so that is the long and short of it, as I like to say. But here's something to realize. There is the ability on the calendar to where you can automatically approve people for appointments or manually approve people for appointments. So in this example is a massage therapy website. I have some massage therapy friends that have been reluctant to use online scheduling. And one of the reasons is because they say, well, I don't want just anybody being able to book an appointment. I want to approve them first. So you can do that through the calendar. You can also have the ability, so that button that we had that is going to say right here, book appointment. Right now, we've got it going directly to the calendar, okay, where they can book an appointment as if anybody can anytime. We could also set that to go to Super Checkout. Now, if you remember, if you look in the units, it's called the Booking app and Super Checkout. Okay, that's the name of the training I did just a week or so ago. And that'll show you how you can set it up so they must purchase before they can book the appointment. And that's what we would do in this instance also, is just have it set up as a product in Super Checkout. So when they click this button, they will go to Super Checkout, they will pay. Okay, and let me just show you how that works by going to my site. Okay, so I'll show you. I've got much the same thing set up on my website here. If you go to where my schedule is under private coaching, I've got it set up as a Super Checkout product, whereas the massage therapist would set up as a massage therapy session, tell them what they're going to get, and then when they continue and they purchase, then they get sent to the calendar and they have the ability to book their appointment. So just wanted to show you that application, how it works. So again, we went into the templates. We created an express site for massage therapists, showed you how to change the colors, showed you how to change the pictures and where to change the texts, a couple of tips and tricks on how to align some things. We changed the call to action button to a book appointment now, inserted a calendar. And just keep in mind, you want to set the calendar up for your specific application. And I love the ability to be able to get paid first before they book an appointment. And I think a lot of massage therapists will appreciate that too. And just strategy, you know, the reason I really chose massage therapy is because actually all of the massage therapists I use do not have online booking, and it is a hassle getting a hold of them because they're in session. I leave a message, they call me back, they leave a message, we text, how's your schedule look? Nobody wants to do that. Trust me. So I think it's a great thing to sell to personal service providers such as massage therapists, dog groomers, hairdressers, anybody like that. You choose your niche, you choose your express template or maybe a couple of them, set them up, and then just get out there and market them. It's so easy between either the smart template or just the regular simple templates that we've been looking at today to just go ahead and make a couple of these and go ahead and market them, get them out there. They're valuable, they're important to people. You can use the sub-agency account feature with your premium Builder All account. And I would not recommend giving them access. Just charge them for hosting. Charge at least $50 for hosting, if not more. And you're off to the races. So I just wanted to bring this to you. Hopefully a pithy, short video on how you can make a website pretty quickly with our templates. Okay, friends. Well, it's time for me to say, let's build it with Builderall. Ciao for now, friends. I'll see you tomorrow, which is Friday, so it will be live Q&A Friday, 9 a.m. Think of some questions, be on the stream with me, ask me live, or you can drop your questions in our group in between now and then, and I'll try to answer them on the live. All right, friends, I'll see you then.